don't know where I was just shooting, man. I was just shooting. I killed her, man. I killed her, bro.
This is 27-year-old Rashod Newton, the man who brutally murdered his girlfriend, 28-year-old Alessia Mesquita, on March 22, 2021, in New Haven, Connecticut. A crime so vicious that it was caught on camera in broad daylight. But as horrifying as this footage is, what led to this moment is even more disturbing.
She was having...
Was he truly a heartbroken lover pushed to the edge? Or was that just a desperate lie, a twisted excuse for an unforgivable crime? As the truth comes to light, a darker, more chilling reality emerges, the one that reveals Rashod's true nature and a pattern of violence no one saw coming.
Thank you.
All right, obviously, we want to talk to you about what went down today, but because you're in custody, we just got to go over the forms like you see in the movies and shit. Listen, I understand it's been a up day today. I understand. Well, so now that's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing that there may have been a build-up to this today. That there may have been some wild occurring before it. And that's kind of what I want to talk to you about today. Because right now, listen, I don't know you, I don't know your girl, I don't know your relationship, I don't know what's going on between you two. So the only information I have is the shit that went down today. So I want to hear kind of what led to today, the build up to today. So, like I said, man, today was pretty wild. Just from the 5 minutes I've been talking to you, you seem like a relatively reasonable guy. There had to be something more that leads to today. And I've been talking to people all day. They've been kind of giving me tidbits of your relationship. That there might be some wild stuff that she's been doing.
Things that they just don't know.
Yeah. And you know what I mean? That's it. And that's why I'm talking to you, bro. Because I want to get it from the horse's mouth. Because anyone can talk. Anyone can recite the rumors they hear. But there's only two people in a relationship. You and your girl.
I was supposed to die with him. You wanna know what happened today? I was supposed to die.
Oh, sorry, man. I can't hear you.
I was supposed to die with him.
You were supposed to die with her? Write that down, man. Take your time, bro.
Rashod's statement catches the detective off guard, or so it seems. He casually offers Rashod another cigarette, but this isn't just an act of kindness, it's a calculated move. A small favor designed to build trust and lower Rashod's defenses. The more he smokes, the more he talks, and without even realizing it, he's walking right into the detective's trap.
Can we talk about the warrant first? The other one?
The one in West Haven?
Yes.
Sure. I'm gonna be real with you though, bro. I don't know much about it though.
I don't even care, bro. Cause that's where it all started at.
In West Haven?
Yes.
So I gotta be honest, man. If you want to talk about that, I want to know everything. So I got no problem talking about that.
That's where it all began.
But you gotta tell me because you know I'm not a West Haven cop. So
It doesn't even matter. If
Alright,
you're gonna tell the story, you're just gonna tell it right.
so let's start there. What happened then? What happened in West Haven?
We're having a little disagreement.
You and your girl?
Yeah, but nothing physical.
Okay.
She had her own partner upstairs. She had roommates downstairs. And as they tried to leave, we was having our dispute when the boyfriend came up, because there were a couple downstairs.
Yeah.
They come up, and he just gets involved, and it's like, I was selling drugs And last time I got caught in wilding for selling drugs, I just stopped because it was my first time going to jail and I had my kids at home. So when I came home, I changed my life. I went back to school. I finished. I was working. I enjoyed a paycheck every week than selling drugs. And I was just taking care of my family, like living my life. Had a little piece of car, and girls didn't care, man. Piece of car, get them from there to there, you know?
Right to be.
So, long story short, he comes upstairs and he's just being so aggressive, like, and he's like, what's going on? So I told him, like, what's going on? And he just said, it's going on. I basically explained him the situation. He said, immediately he responds by saying, I don't give a this is our house. We pay the bills here. My kids are downstairs. I still remember the conversation like it was yesterday. I said, okay, I understand. Your kids are downstairs. I apologize. I apologized to him. This problem wasn't between me and him. I didn't want it to, there's no beef with you, man. Like, so, and he goes downstairs, like, and then when he goes downstairs, me and my girl, like, yo, we're just gonna get out of here. She's telling him to go downstairs. His girl's yelling, come downstairs. He wasn't listening. He tried to fight me. Like, he was stepping up to me, and I'm sitting down, and I'm like, bro, I don't even want to fight you, bro. Like, this has nothing to do with you. Like, if you have energy, something going on that has nothing to do with anyone else, and you're explaining, you could be calm with them. Like, if I was aggressive, I'd have been aggressive toward everybody. You understand me? So, long story short, I tried to come up the stairs. We was leaving to leave the house after he came upstairs with all those threatening gestures. I kept saying, no, I don't want to, I'm good, I don't want to fight.
The incident Rashod refers to took place on January 23rd, 2020 in West Haven. That day, he and Alessia were in the middle of an argument, and given Rashod's behavior in just these few minutes of footage, it's clear he fits the textbook definition of a narcissist. As the argument escalated, their housemate, who had likely witnessed their toxic dynamic before, stepped in to calm the situation. But instead of backing down, Rashod pulled the trigger at him, and his justification for doing so is nothing short of absurd.
And just threatening my family because something happened on Facebook to where everybody started calling me a snitch because of some shit that happened in 2011. I was young. A man got off with killing a man. I was one of the witnesses. I wasn't going to jail for you killing that man. Not throwing my life away because of you. Anyways, the statements got leaked. So now my whole life.
Yeah, so now people are
Social media nowadays. Now everybody knows. Now I gotta watch my back. So now I'm a felon, but I have to carry a gun in order to make it home. You understand? It's not easy. So I did have my firearm on me for protection, not for aggression.
Yeah.
And he was going to leave. He was just coming up the stairs like, where you gonna go? You're not safe in the hood. Talking all this stuff. And I'm like, yo, bro, I don't even know you. You don't even know me, bro. It's like, I'm not even on that type of time. I got 2 kids. At the time, me and Alessia were like kind of off, but it was like little petty stuff.
Yeah.
And then it was like, we had lives. We had lives before that day. After that day in West Haven, we lost our lives. And ever since then, we've been running.
So how'd that night in West Haven end?
Somebody getting shot.
The dude who was running his mouth?
Yeah.
The dude from the first floor?
Yeah. He came up to her stairs and her house is on the 3rd floor. You have to go down the stairs
To
get out.
Yeah.
As we're coming down the stairs, he's coming up the stairs and he just went back down the stairs and he's still being aggressive.
Is he just talking shit, running his mouth?
Yeah, I don't know what he went downstairs to grab or
Yeah.
like, he just threatened not safe.
Yeah.
Where you gonna go?
Running his mouth.
Can't hide. And I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not even like trying to like hide or anything. Like, so it's like, we're coming down the stairs. She grabbed her stuff. At the time, she was pregnant with our child that we have today.
How do you pronounce her name?
So she was pregnant, and we're going to leave.
What do you mean he's grabbing her stuff? Like,
No, we're grabbing our stuff to
okay.
leave because
Yeah.
she now she's upset because he came upstairs. Basically what she rents. So
yeah, what's this dude's business up in your guy's apartment?
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like, get the f out
It was
of here.
like trespassing.
Yeah.
He's trespassing.
You worry
in
about
her
your apartment,
space.
I'll worry about my apartment.
Yeah, so he's trespassing in her space, and then it's like, whatever. I respect you. It's your house.
Yeah.
You're right. I apologize. He still kept trying to come at me. For whatever reason, it had to be a conversation prior to that. If you ask me, somebody had a conversation. Because all the times I've been there with this guy, we talked and we chilled, we smoked together, probably had a drink here and there, you know. Had a lot of conversations every time I was there. What's up? What's up? And out of nowhere,
But now on this night, it's different.
yeah, out of nowhere, you ain't safe. Where you gonna hide? You ain't good. You can play that tough guy stuff with her. You can play that tough guy stuff with her. You can't play that tough guy stuff with me. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm just sitting there on the futon like this with my back against the wall. Like, yo, bro, like. And he tries to walk up on me. Not once did I get up till it was time to leave. And as we're going down the stairs and he's coming up, I just panicked.
Would you pull your piece?
Yeah,
How many times did you shoot him?
I don't know. I just fired one shot.
Hit him in the arm, right?
According to reports, the housemate, whose identity remains private, was a father himself, and like any other parent, he wouldn't have wanted a man like Rashod anywhere near his kids. After all, Rashod was a walking threat, always carrying a gun under the guise of protection. The same gun he used that day on the housemate in an incident hauntingly similar to Alessia's.
I believe so.
But what happens after that?
I go into full panic mode. I start screaming, oh my God, what is this happening? Da 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 da. I can't believe this. Like, I wanted to go back home to my kids. That's all I want.
What's
I
he
don't
do?
go to my girlfriend's house to go harm somebody that I didn't even have problems with.
Yeah, they got no beef with.
Like, if I wanted to harm somebody, I probably would have tried to harm the guy that exposed me on social media like it was some type of joke. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like your life is a joke. Like,
Look,
because you know what I mean, it don't cost him nothing to put that out on social media. You're the guy who's got to pay
but
the
then it
price.
costs me being out and having to be wherever I'm at.
Yeah. Now you gotta be looking over your back. Now you gotta be carrying a burner on you everywhere you go.
Illegally.
What'd you catch the felony for?
Which one?
The first one.
My first felony?
Yeah.
I believe it was a gun charge.
All right.
I don't know what he was looking to do.
He's just acting kind of crazy.
I don't know what he was looking to do.
When do you get out of there? You have to leave at some point.
I had to leave. Eventually we just got out of there.
All right. Cops weren't called or nothing that night?
I don't know what happened that night.
Oh, so you didn't stick around that long.
I just
got you.
went. It's something I was like, bro, like, I just threw my life away right here for something that really wasn't even worth it. Like, trying to protect my life, my daughter, make sure my daughter's safe and my girl's coming. I just want you to know that's where it all began. After that, me and Alessia, it's like, we lost ourselves and we were just running. And nobody understood me because I was the one that was going through it the most. Not saying she wasn't or anybody else wasn't. The guy, like whatever, like, everybody was going through it, I'm pretty sure. But I feel like I had it the worst because even up until now, I was afraid of getting hit with something. I was just trying to protect.
Because that thing's over your head.
ourselves.
You know what I mean? That
Exactly.
you're always thinking about it in the back of your head.
That's the exact reason why I can't put food on my table because now I'm at home looking at lights go by my wall. Like, they're here, they're here.
Every time a cop passes your house, you're bugging out.
Bugging out.
Thinking they're going to kick down the back
Bugging
door.
out. They're here for me, they're here for me.
Yeah.
They're here for me. That's them. Everywhere. Scared to jump in cars. That's them. They're here for me.
So I can
it
see
started. It started.
Yeah, that prevents you from being able to go out, get a full-time
It
job.
prevents you from doing anything.
That's
You
your
feel like
living
every
life.
day is your last. When it feels like this cup of water could be my last cup of water.
That puts you on edge.
This could be my last free cup of water. Just imagine me sitting home at my kitchen table like this. My last cup of water, if I drink it, I go take a shit. It could be my last shit. They could be kicking at my door. I could be in the shower. They could be coming to get me. You know what I'm saying? That's traumatizing.
No, of course, it's also no way to go through life.
It's no way.
You can't be living if you're looking over your back
I
all
don't, my
day.
whole life, any charge I ever caught, I went to jail for.
Yeah, you answered for it. You moved on with it.
That's no
Whatever it
way.
was, you get charged.
It's,
You answer for
it's
it.
no way.
It's behind you.
It's no way to live life.
So I get that, man. I mean, that's. I can't say I've been in that situation, but I can get it from your point of view. Because that has ripple effects that causes issues.
A lot.
Has issues on you making money, has issues on you providing for your family, has issues with you relaxing, everything. So is that what starts causing problems between you and Alessia?
I think that's when it just started getting, you know.
Am I pronouncing her name right?
Alessia.
Alessia? Okay. So is that when it starts kind of getting a little rocky between you two?
A little bit. I mean, it was bad.
At this point, the kid's here?
My daughter wasn't here.
When was your daughter born?
She was born in February. I believe February.
So are you guys like on again, off again, or are you guys pretty much steady after your daughter's born?
No, we were together.
Okay.
We remained together through it all. You know, dealing with each other.
Yeah.
Her shit, my shit, her shit, my shit. It's just always our shit.
It's
Everywhere we go, people be like, don't start with y'all shit. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's
talking to
like,
you two.
Yeah, like,
You guys fight a lot?
not really. Sometimes. Just little petty arguments. It's like, once we start talking about something, there's no ending to it.
Yeah.
It just becomes one thing to another thing.
It gets bigger.
To another thing. Yeah, it's a non-stop from 12 o'clock, from 10 o'clock at night, whenever the baby goes to sleep, till we go to sleep. We have arguments for like five hours sometimes, just talking about a whole bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
I'll just say, please stop. Like, we don't have to argue.
And there's no stop to it.
Like, it's just no stop. Like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. Can we stop?
Rashad's habit of victim blaming makes one thing clear, that his relationship with Alessia was nothing short of a nightmare. His toxic, narcissistic behavior turned her life into a living hell, forcing her to move back in with her mother. Yet, despite all of this, Rashod remains oblivious to the detective's strategy. He doesn't realize that every question is leading him toward a confession, and by the time he does, it'll be far too late.
It's just no stop.
That would wear me thin pretty quick. That would wear me thin.
It's all your energy, because now you have to cook, you have to clean,
take care of the baby.
you have to take care of the baby, you have to, it's just so much going on to where you can't even think your own thoughts, especially when the time you're supposed to be relaxing, like a couple, movies, dinner, relaxing.
The time that you're supposed to be enjoying as a couple.
The time that you're supposed to be enjoying as a couple was just being sabotaged.
Just with constant arguments.
Constant arguments. I literally couldn't do anything.
And this was for months?
Months.
You two,
it progressed as arguments, and then it just started getting bad. Like, it's just.
Well, what did it get bad? How else, like, what would it progress to?
Us putting our hands on each other, you know. Disrespecting each other, calling each other out our name.
Yeah.
I ain't reported. Me getting stabbed.
Let me see.
It wasn't like, no, I panicked the first time getting stabbed, yeah.
Getting stabbed for the first time must surely be tough, especially when the wounds are nowhere to be found.
So these arguments.
It's like we always went through something, and then we always like
come back together. Yeah.
But it's like we both just blamed everything on that day, like how we both lost each other.
On that day in West Haven.
Yeah.
I can get it.
All those months.
Were you guys living together?
No, we weren't living together.
So you were up in Wallingford. Where's she living?
Where was she living just
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Oh, she was living with me all that time.
Oh, she was living.
No, actually, we've been spending whatever bread we came across.
Yeah.
Hotel here.
Yeah, but that's just for a couple nights here and there.
Yeah, that's what we spent a lot of nights in hotel.
So you were able to get enough.
Basically with whatever was around.
I got you.
Just hotel at the hotel.
Just to be
hotel.
together. You two and your child.
Yeah.
Where's she resting her head when she's not at the hotel with you? Where's she resting her head?
We haven't been getting hotels lately. I'm just giving you the pattern
Yeah.
of what happened. It was hotels after West Haven.
Right.
Running at the hotel.
And then
staying anywhere I can stay that
Yeah.
wasn't where they would come, like, you know.
Yeah, I get it. You're kind of moving around a little bit.
It's bad, man.
So were you guys together last night?
Yeah.
Whose place you stay at last night?
We went to a hotel.
Went to a hotel?
Mhm.
Where'd you go to?
Brantford.
Brantford? What hotel? Do you remember the name?
No. Some little cheap thing.
So you stayed at a Brantford hotel last night?
Mm-hmm.
What made you pick it? Just wherever you can get the cheapest room?
No, we usually went there a couple of times, you know.
Oh, so you've been to this hotel before?
Yeah.
Is this like right off the highway?
Yep.
All right. I think I know what you're talking about. So you spent the night there last night. How'd last night go together?
It was going good. I came there, even though we were shaky, like I came there with like the best energy, like.
Yeah.
And when I came there with the best energy, and I was like giving it my all, although she's been like, I was in a hole. Like I literally been in my room for like the last 4 days. If you want to write that down.
Up in Wallingford?
Yeah.
Just in a bad mental place?
No, I wasn't really in a bad mental place. It's just things that were going on. It was like the way she was acting was funny. So I had to pay attention to how she was acting because I'm like, every time I come with you with love, you're just giving me hate. And I'm like, what's going on?
I
Like,
think she might be sleeping around, or?
that's exactly what it had to be. But that was like irrelevant compared to playing with somebody's time and life.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to be with me, we don't have to be together.
Say it, yeah,
Where's
we
all our
don't
couple
want-
time? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that couple time, it was every night. It was an every night thing. Like,
So you go to the hotel last night, you're in a good place, you're happy, you're looking to have a good night, and she's in a bad place, or what?
she was in a good place. We
Oh, she was
stopped,
too?
got something to eat,
All right.
went to Target.
You have your child with you?
Yeah,
What Target you guys go to? The one up in
exit 9.
North Haven?
Yeah. You mind if I get a usual later?
I got you, brother.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bro, there's no limit on these. You know what I mean? Have as many as you want. It's a tough conversation we're having, all right? So you go to the North Haven Target last night.
Yeah.
You remember what time?
I don't even remember. It wasn't that late.
Sun up or sundown?
Oh, sun was up.
Sun was up still?
Yeah.
All right, so you run there. What are you picking up? Just
Just some things for the hotel, you know?
Alright.
Looks like everything's going well. And,
good.
You know,
You guys get food? You guys get dinner?
yeah, we ended up eating.
What'd you do? You pick up food up there? Or
No, we picked up food. I forgot where we picked up food from.
you ever eat at that Chick-fil-A up that way?
No, I didn't eat from there.
Place is good. All right, so you're up there, having a decent night. You guys pick up
A
food.
decent night. We
You're-
come in the telly.
Hey, I'm sorry, your child's with you?
Yeah.
All right.
So we come into the hotel. We get to the hotel. Everything's still fine. And then she goes to shower. I'm spending time with my daughter, and we're just chilling, whatever. Haven't seen her in a while, you know. So I was catching up with my daughter, and it was just, she's in the shower. I'm outside having a blast with the baby, taking care of her, put her to sleep,
Yeah.
gave her a bottle, snuggled her. And then when she came out the shower, it's like she was just the same way, like just
Back to her old self?
silent, just quiet, like something was bothering her. But if something was bothering you, you should say it.
So she's keeping it all to herself.
On March 21st, the day before Rashod shot Alessia, they were staying in a hotel. Alessia's mother had warned her that Rashod couldn't be trusted and urged her to be cautious, but Alessia reassured her not to worry, only for her to end up dead.
She say anything that night?
Yeah, it was like little stuff here and there, and then. Well, matter of fact, when we first came into the hotel, she already. I had to put all, like, when you're in a relationship, it's either you're gonna put all the bullshit to the side and still love that person, because I believe love really overpowers hate.
Yeah.
It has to. Because love got me out that house today. If it wasn't for my uncle coming in there and stuff like that, like, I would have killed myself, man.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you were in a bad place.
So we get to the hotel, she immediately starts talking. Now we're talking for like an hour straight, and I'm listening, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, we're basically having a conversation. But that conversation starts leading to one thing, to another. We start
Back to the arguments.
we start bringing up, it starts just killing the energy. Now it's like getting into a funk, and I'm like, okay, whatever. She takes a shower after the argument.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, I play with my daughter. That kind of got my energy back up to, like, before that, like I said, I've been in my room for like
Yeah.
three days, just so depressed. Haven't been eating, haven't been sleeping.
So how does last night end? You guys just go to bed?
We ended up not going to bed. It was just an all-night argument.
So
We
all
probably,
night long?
we probably got like 2 hours of sleep, bro. Yeah, literally all night long.
What time do
You
think
did
go to
this.
bed?
Well, you did that. No, you did this.
Just
No,
like
you
a
did
tit for
that.
tat.
What time?
No, just like you guys are just going back and forth all night.
Yeah, just a tit for tat all night.
What time do you think you finally get to bed?
Probably like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning.
In the morning. So when most people are waking up, you guys are finally getting down for some sleep.
Probably like 30 minutes, if that, before we took off.
Why'd you leave so early? You don't want to chill anymore, or?
Nah, she has somewhere to be.
All right, so you leave the hotel, you come back to New Haven. What happens? That's kind of the meat and potatoes, kind of what I'm looking for, because yeah, bro, it get crazy
It
today.
got crazy, bro.
It got crazy. It got crazy quick. And like that's kind of what I'm looking for, because there's and bro, like a lot of times when I talk to people, I like to just kind of be straight with them. But like there's video out there, there are some witnesses out there, so we got a good idea what happened. I just don't have a good idea why it happened, and that's what I'm looking for.
Lost my mind.
Yeah, sideways, bro.
Lost my mind.
But you got to explain it to me, bro. How does it go from you guys fighting? I fight with my girl all the time too. But how does it go from that to the end result today?
Sped up.
Just from
I thought
from fighting all night long.
No, I thought maybe if we're gonna spend money on the telly, maybe we can just actually
Enjoy it.
just finally just put the to the side, throw a movie on, hold each other, and just
Yeah.
go to bed. Like,
But no, you guys are arguing until 7
just
in the
like
morning.
every other day, and my brain started going crazy because I couldn't. I start picturing just how it's every day, constant, nonstop, the same thing, and I'm like, how can we come to the telly and it's just the same thing, like there's no life there, bro. I snapped. I literally lost it. I went insane, bro.
Rashod plays the victim card at every opportunity he can find because the case certainly doesn't look good for him. He's in a tough spot, and the detective is here to break him down and get a confession out of him. So naturally, Rashod does what he does the best, something we all saw coming.
Walk me through it, bro. I know it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck talking about it.
Bro, I can't talk.
All right, take your time, man. Take your time.
Can't talk.
Because this ain't, you know what I mean? You're right, bro. This is tough, but. Because I'm talking to you now. You're reasonable, you're articulate, you're a man, you own up to your shit. Told me about West Haven, you told me all the way back in 2011.
Ooh.
You're not some kid, you know what I mean? You're a man, bro, but sideways today. And I don't think you're some lunatic. I think you were literally just at the end of the line. You were just at the end of the rope. You didn't know what else to do.
What could you just say? I just wanted to die. Like, cause there's something happened at my house. Maybe just I couldn't sleep there. Like my bed's not made. I'm sleeping on the floor for 4 days since the situation happened. Like. It's like I can't talk to nobody in my house because nobody wanted to listen to me. Nobody wanted to listen. They always saw me in my room going crazy. And like nobody comforted me.
Then you finally have a night at the telly with your girl.
And I thought maybe,
And I could.
they would finally thought because you didn't show me no love. There's no love. That's all I needed. From somewhere, like I didn't have nobody.
You ain't getting from your family. You ain't getting from your girl.
The situation that happened, nobody wanted to talk to me about it. Nobody wanted to. Everybody said I was crazy, but nobody listened to something. If you're listening to something, you're listening to something 100 times, analyzing it. People won't even listen to it once.
What are you talking about? What were you listening to?
She was having in my room.
Somebody told me.
Rashod clearly has a talent for dodging blame. He twists the conversation, redirects suspicion, and somehow always positions himself as the victim. He even claims to have recordings that could support his story, yet to this day, he has failed to provide any evidence.
See, but nobody told me. I had to figure it out because I had to deal with one of those nights again where I told her I had God positive energy, something like that. I still remember I said something like that. Like I have pure energy, like
Yeah.
I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to argue. I just want to chill. She just kept going that night. She just kept poking me. I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like I'm not gonna engage. Like
Yeah.
Like we've been stressing all these other days, and this is before I noticed the audio. Like it's like we was good. You kept poking me, and now you got me in the funk with you. Eventually, probably hours later, but it happened eventually. And then that morning we woke up arguing, and that's before I even checked out the audio. So it was like we had another day because we just argued that day.
Then it gets even worse when you hear that.
And then I didn't even know I had the audio after getting poked all that night. I was just suspicious, and usually like I probably take like a 30-minute shower, just to relax. I didn't stay in the shower for 30 minutes that night because I was suspicious. So I put my phone under the bed and I had recorded the audio. And you hear everything.
She was with someone else?
You hear everything going on in my room and in my bed. And it's like...
How did this take place?
A few days ago. I can't even remember. I lost track of time. I have no track of time.
Did you confront her about it?
I confronted her after listening to something like that all night. I mean, it was overwhelming. You literally have to be like your ghost, like you're a ghost hunter, and you're looking for audio, and they be doing that little fake that they do. But when you put something somewhere and it sounds a way,
Yeah.
And it's your bedroom, so you know how your bedroom sounds.
Yeah.
And then you come out and you hear all this stuff, whispering and psh, 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 and your bed rocking and all this like people talking and noises and all this. You're like, what the who? It wasn't a question of what was going on in my room.
That was with who?
The question is who was in my room, and that's a thought that's been on my mind. But it's a thought that I put aside for this, and stayed and just thought and brainstormed. Like even when she left, like I was just in my room and my family they weren't there. Like my family was not there, and I'm like, if you really think they'll say I'm crazy. Like you need help.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do I need help if I hear something y'all don't?
Yeah.
It's not that I'm hearing stuff. This is what it is, and you guys just refuse to sit down and listen to it with me. Like maybe if you guys would have just came in there and listened to it with me and said, oh that's gotta be. But you can't listen to it barely one time with you everybody yelling and fighting. Oh, I don't want to hear that. Oh, da, da, da. Now it seems like you're all covering it up. Like you all know,
like they're defending her.
all know something, and you guys just are not telling me, bro.
They're defending her and leaving you out to dry.
You guys know what happened, and you're not telling me. Now I feel betrayed.
But you don't confront her on this?
Yeah, I confronted her that morning.
What'd you say?
I just told her, mind you, we've been little disagreements all that week, and I just been wondering why. I had positive energy.
And
I've been trying
to,
and I'm trying to figure it out. Like, why is she?
It's trying to come to you now.
Why is she?
Being distant.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sense.
Yeah. So I'm like, and it's always around the same time. Once the baby goes to our time, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever.
What did she have to say?
I had told her. I said, listen, I got some audio. It sounds like somebody's having sex in my room. I didn't even accuse her like you're having sex in my room. I said, it sounds like somebody's having sex in my room. And it's like I said we could listen to it, but like I didn't want to listen to it like right away because I just analyzed it. I know what happened in my room, like. But I just want to wait. I just want to wait till we get the chance because this morning the baby's about to wake up.
Yeah.
I don't want my family all in our business because like when it's you and you, it's you and you. You don't want to cause scenes. Like what's all that energy? Like now the whole house is gonna feel that energy.
Yeah.
So it's like I just wanted to wait till later, like when the baby went to bed. And I got rushed to play it. Nobody listened to it. Nobody wanted to listen to it.
Did she take any responsibility or no?
Rashod's attempt to paint himself as a good father is pure delusion, because in reality, he failed in the most unimaginable way. He shot the mother of his child right in front of their little one, a crime as cruel as it is unforgivable, and yet he sits here, weaving a tapestry of lies and delusion.
She didn't really take any responsibility.
No.
She told me I was crazy, you're hearing stuff, but they never listened to the audio.
Yeah.
They never listened to it.
Did that come up last night at the telly?
Somewhat, but not really. Just kind of.
Were you just gonna let that lie? Just kind of let that be?
Yeah, because I ended up losing the audio. So I'm like, I feel like that's what happened.
Yeah.
But I really don't care because I'm so hurt and I have nobody. Everybody left me in some type of crazy, depressed state, and to where I'm not trusting nobody and where I can't even sleep in my own bed. To where I feel disgusted being in this room. Everyone's hiding something. So now I didn't have nothing. I didn't have anybody.
So what are you guys arguing about in the car this morning before all this goes down?
Oh, we weren't really arguing this morning.
Well, what makes you? I mean, what leads to the incident then?
I don't remember what led to it exactly.
I see you care about that baby, man, but we're gonna get into that in a second too.
I care about all my kids. They changed.
So you're driving She's in the front passenger, behind your girl.
Yeah.
Where are you guys driving to?
We're driving to get some Dunkin'.
Get some Dunkin'? What
And
puts
then I
you...
had to go drop her off
Right.
at the house.
So where all this went down wasn't too far from the house. What puts you on Lennox Street?
Because when I was driving, before I had went there, like she was taking me one route, and
Yeah.
I was just noticing a whole bunch of like stuff, like because I've been paying attention
Yeah.
to all my surroundings. Like I can't pay attention to nothing else. Like there's no time for me because I'm too busy
Yeah.
just looking out, and just being alert. Like
So what are you noticing?
I just start noticing like funny vehicles like circling us, and like I've been seeing them all day. Like even when I was in Wallingford, so I'm like feeling boxed in. Like if I pull up at your house, like police are gonna like they're here. Like
I got you.
I felt trapped, boxed in, like they was coming to get us.
All right. So you're going down Lennox. You're approaching Clifton, and that's when it goes sideways. What happens, bro?
At that point, I don't know what happened
Why did she get out of the car?
because we were having a little dispute,
So you guys are arguing in the car.
just a little.
Just a little. And she's like, what?
She's saying like I'm bugging, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I need help, like that.
All right.
Get out. I'm getting out, whatever.
She's
So,
saying I'm getting out.
yeah, she stopped, and when she stopped, when I stopped the car, she jumped out, and when she jumped out, I told her don't take my daughter,
Okay.
and then she was trying to take my daughter, so I attempted to pull off,
Yeah.
and she was just yelling, like calling the scene, like for no reason, like
Like in the street?
yeah, like it's like.
So she's yelling in the street.
Yeah, I'm like, I felt like I was just never gonna see my daughter again. Like,
You just fucking lost it?
and all the extra that was going on, it's like I really just lost it. Like I had enough.
Everything that's been piled on you?
Pretty much.
So what do?
I snapped. I broke down. I didn't care about life. I immediately just opened fire. I don't even know how many times. I don't know where I was just shooting, but I was just shooting. I killed her, man. I killed her, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You said that you killed her.
I killed her.
You know that she passed
I
right
don't
there?
know if she died. I
Yeah.
just know, man. I know.
She passed
I
there.
know, man. I know. To her family, I said, I'm sorry, y'all. I expect them to forgive me. Tell them I was supposed to die, too.
I'll tell him.
Tell them.
I will.
I was supposed to die, too. No, I wasn't supposed to come out the house. I wasn't.
And in the moment that seals his fate, Rashod finally confesses to the brutal crime he committed. Yet, even in admitting the truth, he clings to his fabricated story, insisting that he too was supposed to die. A claim as fictitious as the recordings he never managed to produce. In New Haven Superior Court on December 1st, 2022, Rashod Newton pleaded guilty to murder and first-degree assault, the latter stemming from a prior shooting incident on January 23rd, 2020 in West Haven. Nearly 2 months later, on January 26, 2023, Judge Gerald L. Harmon sentenced him to 35 years in prison for the murder of his girlfriend, Alessia Mesquita. Alessia Mesquita was more than just the tragic victim of a senseless crime. She was a mother, a daughter, and a young woman with dreams. She had her entire future ahead of her, but it was stolen in an instant by a man who claimed to love her. Domestic violence takes lives, and cases like Alessia's serve as a grim reminder that sometimes warnings go unheeded until it's too late. Rashod Newton wanted control over Alessia, over the narrative, and even over his own version of reality. But in the end, reality caught up with him. His story was riddled with contradictions, his excuses fell apart, and the cold truth of his actions was laid bare. Alessia didn't get a second chance. Her instincts, her mother's warnings, they were all there. Yet, like many victims, she likely held on to a hope that things would change, that the man who claimed to love her wouldn't be the one to destroy her. But love doesn't kill. Love doesn't control, and love doesn't come with a loaded gun. What's most chilling is how often stories like this repeat themselves with different names but the same tragic ending. So here's a question to consider. How many red flags should someone ignore before it's too late? How can someone know when love is clouding their judgment? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We value your insights. For more in-depth analysis in cases like this, follow our channel.